President Erdogan's reaction to Özgür Özel. For paid military service, President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan said, "Everyone who comes and goes in the CHP is searched for. No change could cure the CHP's political exhaustion," said, criticizing CHP Chairman Özgür Özel. Over his statement on paid military service, Erdogan said, apparently, the elders to whom he owed his position must have caught his ear, because he later tried to correct this indiscretion in his own way. Targeting our young people through paid military service is a sign of mental disorder, said 26 days left until local elections. President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan continued his local election campaign in Sivas today. Erdogan addressed the citizens at the rally held in the historical city square. In his speech, President Erdogan criticized the chairman of the Republican People's Party CHP, Özgür Özel, over his statement on paid military service. Reaction to Özgür Özel for paid military service. Özel said, "We want votes from those who love Turkey, not from those who do military service for a price, but from those who are willing to give their lives for this country if necessary." Reacting to his words, President Erdogan said, apparently, the elders to whom he owed his position must have caught his ear, because he later tried to correct this indiscretion in his own way. Targeting our youth through paid military service is a sign of mental disorder, said Mr. Kemal had his own unique way of making politics. For Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, former chairman of CHP, "You know, we couldn't get along very well," President Erdogan said, although he made us and our nation laugh many times. Mr. Kemal still had his own way of doing politics, he said. Erdogan said, "I would like to declare this clearly here. All 85 million people have a place above our heads. We are demanding the vote of every individual of our citizens, without any discrimination," he said. Highlights from Erdogan's speech are as follows. "With the inspiration we receive from this city, we will definitely realize our vision of the Turkey century that we have declared. The greatest asset of this country is its people. Whenever we keep this understanding alive in our hearts, we rule the world. Whenever we create division among ourselves, when each of us gets caught up in our own ego cause, then there is no disaster that has not happened to us. We all know very well what heavy costs the fights, crises and terrorism in the first century of our republic had on our country. I asked the police department as I entered. I learned that the participation in front of me right now is 75,000 people. This is Sivas." Mr. Kemal had his own way of politics. "We literally changed the face of all our villages, even the most remote ones in our 81 provinces. For example, did we connect our Sivas with the high-speed train, which is the greatest opportunity of the modern world? Have we brought many reforms to our country? That would take hours to count. But no matter what we did, we failed to raise the standard of CHP and the opposition over time. Discourses and even the individuals occupying the chairmanship have changed. No change could cure CHP's political exhaustion at this party. Everyone who comes and goes is searched. As you know, we could not get along well with the deposed chairman, Mir Kemal. Even though he got on the escalator upside down, even though he could not vote for himself in the elections in which he was a candidate, even though he thought Konya and Kurum were separate countries, and even though he made us and our nation laugh many times, Mr. Kemal's he had his own way of doing politics." Paid military service reaction to Özgür Özel. CHP's new leader was a disappointment in every respect. The shameful image that emerged when the spotlights were turned on this person upset not only our CHP citizens, but also us, to be honest. We did not expect this much. Probably not even those who brought him there would have guessed that. He would not suit the seat he was sitting in so well. Now he has come out and said, "Those who do paid military service should not vote for us." Apparently, his fathers, the Ega to whom he owed his position, must have caught his ear because he later tried to correct this indiscretion in his own way. Targeting our youth through paid military service is a sign of mental disorder. We expect support from our people who lost hope from CHP. Let the chairman of the CHP not ask for votes from those who perform their military service for a fee. Let him not stay away from being infused with the extensions of the separatist organization. While doing all this, we will never be among those who pursue separatism. I would like to declare this clearly here. All 85 million people have a place above our heads. We are demanding the vote of every individual of our citizens, without any discrimination. We expect very strong support in these elections, especially from our people who have lost hope looking at the current situation of the CHP. Our aim is to open the doors of a new era for our country by bringing together all our 81 provinces with the Turkish Century Municipality on March 31st. 197 billion lira investment in Sivas. I would like to proudly state that the last 21 years of our country are the brightest period of the Republic period while growing our country. We have made investments that will change the face of each of our cities in this context. We have invested a total of 197 billion lira in Sivas in the last 21 years. Ankara Sivas YHT line, we see that those who found this investment unnecessary until yesterday are also using the high-speed train. And frankly, we are pleased with this. We must work hard to reach the national will day. The face of our cities will change with our work and service policy. We will continue our development moves. As the AK Party and the People's Alliance, we will make Turkey a regional power. We will move our cities to much better places. I entrust our mayors to you. I believe that you will give very strong support to our candidates.